So any questions, any doubts? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Right. Fine, guys. Okay. So do you have any questions? Anyone having any questions related to the course? Any questions, guys? So we discussed a lot of things yesterday. Okay. So any questions related to the yesterday's topics? No questions? Okay, fine. Then do one thing, okay? So what you can do is just set up the messages direct to me. Okay, you have to send messages direct to me, not to everyone. Okay, we'll discuss. I'll ask some questions, okay, so that you can answer, guys. It should be direct one to one. Okay, you don't send messages to the group. You have to set the messages to me. Okay, fine. So what are the SQL Server versions available, guys? What are the SQL Server versions available? No need to answer, but you have to type your answers in the chat. Okay. Yes, guys, come on. Don't take much time. We don't have less time. We have less time. Okay, so let me check the answers, guys. Okay, so Sri Lanka 97, 2000, 2005, 8, 8 R to 12, 14, 16, 17, 19. Okay. And Manohar 2000, 2005, 8, 8 R to 12, 14, 16, 17, 19. Upcoming 2022. Sneha. Okay. 7, 2000, 2005, 8, 8 R to 12. Okay, fine. Naveen,
Sorry, sir.
fine.
Sorry, sir. I missed the question. I think
What?
I gave a wrong answer. I
Okay.
thought what is the SQL?
SQL?
What is the? I thought what is the SQL is the question like that.
Okay,
So
okay. Done,
I did
done.
the wrong answer.
No problem, no problem. Yeah. Madhavi, okay, fine. 2017-19 SQL Server. Lakshmi Dikshita, okay. Sahana, okay, fine, good. Venkatesh Reddy, good. Okay. Kachani, fine. Naveen, okay. Sneha, okay. Srikanth, Muzakir, Venkat. Okay, okay, okay. 2016, 2019, 2016, 17, 19, 2017, 19, okay. Fine, guys, good. Okay. I'm happy for that. Right. So, what are the Windows Server versions available, guys? What are the Windows Server versions available till now? Anu, what is your full name? Anu, what is your full name, Anu? Oh, Anwar. Anu Anwar. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, so yeah. Got you, got you. Okay, fine. Let's wait for the answers. Right. Okay, fine. So Naveen 2003 8 8 or 12 12 or 2 16 19. Okay, fine. Sahana, okay. And Anwar, okay, fine. And Srileka, fine. Manohar, fine. And Sneha, okay. Sneha, actually, Windows XP, Vista 7, 8, 8.1. These are Windows Server operating systems. No, sorry, Windows Desktop operating systems. Okay, I'm asking about Windows Server operating systems. Okay, so Isha, fine. Venkatesh, okay, fine. And Madhvi, fine. And Kachani, okay, good. Right, so we have different Windows Server versions available. Windows Server Muzakir, there is no Windows Server 2002. Okay, there is no Windows Server 2002. And seems this answer is from Google, right? The brackets R3, R2. So don't copy paste from the Google, guys. Okay, so try to type it at least, even though you got the answer from Google, at least try to type it. Okay, at least you will get some like you will remember the answer, guys, at least. Okay, fine. So now let me ask you one quick question. Okay, can anyone tell me the build number for SQL Server? Build number for SQL Server 2017. What is the build number? Like, what is the major version and minor version for SQL Server 2017? Got 8 answers till now. Come on, guys. Windows. Come on, Windows. Who is this Windows? Please unmute and let me know your name. Who is this Windows, guys? Someone joined with the name of Windows. Who is that? Windows, can you hear me? Let me know your name. I'll rename it, no problem. Just let me know your name. Someone joined with the name Windows. Please let me know your name. I'll rename it for you. Guys, generally what I'll do, okay, I'll ask for 5 minutes and I'll wait for 5 minutes, okay. If you are not responding, sometimes I'm going to remove you from the meeting. Okay, if I removed you from the meeting, again you cannot join from the same computer or same mobile device. Okay, so that's what I'm asking. So someone joined with the name Windows. I hope you can hear me. Who is that? Let me know your name. You can type your answer in the chat as well. Okay, I'm going to rename it for you. Ramesh.
Someone type Ramesh.
Yes, okay, done. Let me change it. Okay, so please don't join with these kind of names, Windows and your mobile phone names and all. Let me know your name. I'm going to rename you for you. Okay, Ramesh. Okay, right, fine. Let me check the answers. Okay, okay, Sri Lanka answered first. No, sorry. Sahana, okay, done. 14.0, 14.0, 17.0.2000.10. What is that, Sneha? What is 17.0.2000.10? From where you got this 17?
Actually, I forgot that after
Oh,
seeing
okay. See, there is
14 point, there are 4 columns.
no need to, like, that's what I asked. Immediately I asked, I need only major version and minor version. So no need to remember the whole number. It's difficult to remember the whole number. 4 parts, it's difficult to remember that 4 parts. Generally, we have to remember the first part and second part. And the second part is generally 0 only. Okay.
0.
So
Yes,
the
sir.
first part you have to remember hardly. No need to remember the complete number and all. Okay. So Manohar, okay, 14, Sri Lanka 14, Isha 14, Sri Lakshmi 14, Sneha 14 again. Okay, Venkatesh 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, Venkat, you responded for the, what is this 20? What happened, Venkat? 2010, 2012, 4, something you did. Durga 10 dot 10, 10, 5, 10.50. Durga, your answer is wrong, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. And Anu 2016. Okay, fine, 16. Giri 14.0, 14.0. Yes, please.
ఇప్పుడు 7 ప్లస్ చేసాము 17 నుంచి
No. That's not my question. That's not my question.
Same
Okay.
thing I also did, sir. +7 -7 I did. So
That is,
I thought
see. I just asked the bill number. Bill number means what? Bill number will help you to identify the version of the SQL server. I did not ask on which version, on which Windows Server versions we can install SQL Server 2017. Lot of difference is there between these two questions. I just asked what is the bill number for SQL Server 2017. Okay, so if I asked on what Windows Server versions we can install SQL Server 2017, then your answer is correct.
14
okay, sir.
14 sir.
Only the bill number. Okay, fine. So what is the bill number for SQL Server 2009, guys? SQL Server 2009. Bill number for SQL Server 2009. Don't answer.
2009
Don't answer. You have to type your answers in the chat.
There is no 2009 now. SQL, sir.
That's what I said, sir. You have to type your answers direct to me in the chat.
Sorry.
Okay, fine. Okay, Fine. Okay, so let me ask you the final question, guys. Then we'll jump into the session. So on what Windows Server versions, we can install SQL Server 2012? SQL Server 2012. On what Windows Server versions we can install SQL Server 2012? I need all the versions. It's not like 2005 to 2019 Venkatesh Reddy. Okay, I need the versions. What and all versions are there in between 2005 to 2019? Don't give shortcut answers, guys. Okay. MDBS blockchain. What is your name? Your name, please.
Bano, sir.
Banu. Okay, fine. Let me rename it.
Okay.
Banu. Okay. Okay, let me check the answers, guys. And so the answer is, let me first type the answer. Where is the notepad? So SQL Server 2012, right? So -7, which is 1990. No, not 1990. Sorry, 2005 to 2019, right? So in this range, what and all Windows Server versions are there, guys? So we have Windows Server 2008, Windows Server 2008, we have 8R2, okay, and 12R2, and then we have Windows Server 2016, and then Windows Server 2019. Okay, yes, okay, right. So this is the correct answer. So let's check. Okay. Okay. So Naveen said 2005 88R2. There is no 2005, Naveen. There is no Windows Server 2005. Okay. 88R2, 12R2, 14. There is no 14. There is no 17. Okay. Naveen. Okay. Please check your answer again. So Madhvi 88R2, 12R2, 1619. Good. Venkat 88R2, 12R2, 1619. Windows Server 88R2, 12R2, 1619. Okay. Okay, fine. I'm not looking for a correct answer. I'm just looking for wrong answers. So Sri Lakshmi, there is no Windows Server 2017. There is no Windows Server 2005. There is no Windows Server 2014. Okay, you just mentioned all SQL Server versions, Sri Lakshmi. So if you are having any confusion, let me know. I'll explain again. No issues for me. Okay. So Giri, 2008 to 2019. Okay. So you have to write complete versions. Shahana 20. Shahana, again you confused. 2012, 2014, 2017. You just mentioned the SQL Server version. So Sahana, you gave even 2000 also. Oh, okay. So yours is wrong answer. Complete wrong answer. Srikanth. Okay, fine. Sneha. 2000. What is that? 200, 2008.
Sorry, sir, 2008 to
Okay. Anwar, still copy pasting from Google. Kachani 88 to 12 to fine. Okay, Muzakir. Okay, fine, guys. Okay. So any confusion here? Just let me know, guys. Any confusion? I see 2-3 people they mentioned the SQL Server versions, guys. SQL Server is an application. Windows is a operating system. We can install SQL Server on Windows Server operating systems. So on what kind of Windows Server versions we can install the SQL Server? So you should type Windows Server versions, not SQL servers. You cannot install SQL Server on SQL Server, right? You can install SQL Server on Windows Server. So you should type the Windows Server versions, guys. Okay, not SQL Server. Okay, you just confused. Just check it again. I just uploaded the recording video. Okay, in our channel as discussed yesterday under batch 46 playlist. Please watch it. And today also I'll upload whatever yesterday's class is there in the evening class. The evening class will be uploaded today, guys. Okay, the evening class and morning class, this class also will upload in the same playlist. Please watch it. Okay, so let's continue the session, guys. So we just discussed about the platform dependent and platform independent. So up to SQL Server 2016, SQL Server is a platform dependent software. That means you can install SQL servers only on Windows operating systems, guys. From 2017 onwards, SQL Server is a platform independent. You can install on both operating systems, on Windows operating systems as well as Linux operating systems also. So let's discuss about this CTP, RC, RTM, and we'll discuss about this editions also. Then we'll jump into the demos, guys. Okay, fine. So let's discuss about this CTP, RC, RTM. What is this CTP? What is RC? What is RTM? So CTP means Community Technology Preview, right? What it means? So I told yesterday, I gave an example in case if anyone, like now you see, right, biggest what we can say disaster kind of thing, Corona. Okay, so there is a vaccination after 1.5 year, something like that. There is a vaccination for Corona. Again, you know the process. So initially they didn't okay, give the vaccination to the humans initially. Okay, they just gave it for animals. They just tested their vaccination on animals like rat, and then what is that, guys? Chimpanzee generally. Okay, they are going to test it, right? Okay, so they just check the results and then they modified it, and then they finally they released it that final version, like what we are using now, right? So in case if they want to introduce any new vaccination and all, this is the policy. First they will test it on animals, then clinical trials, then finally they are going to okay, they are going to introduce to the public, guys. So why they are going to do that? So to check the challenges and all, what challenges are there in this vaccination, what kind of side effects are there. For side effects, again, how to, what kind of okay, medicines we have to give, everything they are going to okay, test it, and finally they are going to release the final version, guys. In the same way, so Microsoft is planning to release SQL Server 2022, right? Microsoft is planning to release SQL Server 2022. That means when they will start working, guys, generally if they want to release SQL Server 2022, means this year they have to release that version. That means they will start working since 2 years, right? Since 2 years or 3 years, not sure, but at least they don't start working from 2022. At least they will start working from 2021, 2020. At least since 2 years they will start working to release SQL Server 2022, guys. So the engineers will work on the new versions, okay, and what they are going to do is, once that version is ready, they will release that new version, that upcoming version, to the community people. First they will release it to the community people. Community Technology Preview, which is CTP. CTP means it's a first test copy of the upcoming SQL Server. It's the first test copy of the upcoming SQL Server versions, right? So if they want to introduce a new version, okay, first they will introduce a test copy of that version. So everyone who are members of this community, Microsoft community, you can also join in the Microsoft community, guys. Everyone who are members of this community, they will get a link to download the software, new software and all, or they will get an update to download the new software. Means before introducing to the public, Microsoft first will introduce it to the community people. So this community people, they will generally download that new software, they will install it, they will work with it. In case if they found any bugs, if they found any challenges, if they found any issues with the upcoming software, then they will update to the Microsoft team. Okay, then they will update to the Microsoft people, like these are the bugs, these are the issues, these are the challenges, you can improve this, you can improve that, you can improve, like that they are going to give some reviews. And automatically if they turn on the error reporting and all, Microsoft will get that reviews. So the CTP is the first test copy which will be released to the community people, guys. Community people will download it, will work with it, and they are going to, okay, like they are going to update the challenges and all to the Microsoft. So after that, what it will do, Microsoft will prepare a report on that upcoming version, and it will check what are the challenges that they can rectify, what are the bugs that they can fix it. So they are going to do everything, they are going to fix the bugs and all. So bug, you know, right? Bug means, okay, so you know the meaning of bug. What is a bug, guys?
Error.
Error, kind of error, okay, not exactly an error, generally it's a kind of error. Error is different than bug, guys. Okay, so bug means a malfunction, you can say, okay, which is not working as expected, you can say. Bug means which is not working as expected. So generally I'll give the example, guys. In any software, best case and worst case will be there. You have to think, the developers has to think. Generally I'll give this example in every class. Okay, what happened is earlier, not now, earlier when they introduced this OMR sheets, I hope you know, right? OMR sheets for the MSET examination, OMR sheets. Okay, for the MSET examination, you know, like A, B, C, D options will be there. You have to darken that circle, A, R, B, R, C, R, D. So initially when they introduced this system, so before this OMR sheets, they are going to, okay, scrutiny the papers manually. Okay, manually they are going to scrutiny the papers and all, right? Then they introduced this OMR sheets. So initially what happened, there is a bug in that software, guys. Okay, so what happened, one guy knowingly or unknowingly, he just marked all the answers A, B, C, D. Generally you have to darken one circle, either A or B or C or D. So what that guy did is he just marked all the A, B, C, D answers, guys. So what computer software is looking, whether that answer C is darken or not. If the answer C is darkened, then that's the correct answer. It is not looking for other options. Okay, there is one condition is missing here. That programmer has to write, in case if the person darken more than one circle, it should be an invalid answer. He has to include that logic, but he forgot to include that logic. That's the best case. And he just he just forgot that particular case, right? So what happened is, that guy knowingly or unknowingly, he just darkened all the circles. And what happened, he got 160 by 160 marks, guys, first rank. Okay, so this is called malfunction. Okay, so which is not working as expected. This is not an error. Error is something different. Okay, error is different, and like behaving, working. So it's here, in this case, the software is not worked as expected, guys. Okay, they just missed that logic. So these kind of things will be there. This is called bugs. Bug is different than error. Okay, error is different, bug is different. So these kind of things, what programmers has to do while designing, they have to think in multiple ways, and they have to write the logic as per the best case and worst case, and how it will work in the worst case, how it should work in the best case. They have to write the logics, guys. They have to write the programs in such a way. Generally humans, right, developers also humans, they will miss one or two cases. And we are very intelligent people. Out of 100 people, 90 people will think in the same way, but 10 people or 5 people will think in different way. That guy knowingly or unknowingly, he just darken all the circles, right? He just applied a common sense. What will happen if I did like this? He was succeeded. Of course, that's a different story, but at least he just tried to cheat the software, right? So that is called bug, guys. So if any bugs and all there, if any issues are there, so they are going to update to the Microsoft. Microsoft will fix all the bugs and issues, guys. Then finally it will release second test copy. Finally, it will release second test copy, that is called RC, released candidate. The first test copy is CTP and the second test copy is RC, guys. Okay, what is that? The second test copy is RC. Let me mute you all. Okay, in case of any questions, you can unmute. Okay, so the second test copy is called RC, released candidate. So this also general that community people can download, and this they can work with this software, and in case if they're having any issues, they can report to the Microsoft, and Microsoft is going to fix those issues, guys. So these two softwares are test copies, guys. CTP is the first test copy and RC is the second test copy, guys. Once they fixed all the issues, all the bugs from the people, then they are going to release the licensed version of the SQL Server, which is a base copy of the SQL Server, guys. Okay, so the RTM copy is the base copy, the licensed version of the SQL Server. After refining that first test copy and second test copy, they will fix all the bugs and all, and they are going to release this, okay, base version of the SQL Server, that is called RTM, release it to market, which is a paid version, guys. These two versions are free, anyone can download and anyone can install. Okay, but this is a paid version, you have to pay the licensing and all for this RTM copy, guys. CTP, RC, as they are free, you cannot install. Generally, listen carefully, guys. You cannot install free versions or free editions on the production server, productions environment, guys. You cannot install free versions or free editions or free softwares on the production servers. Okay, so it's illegal. Why? Because Microsoft invented this software and Microsoft invested a lot of money on it. So definitely they are going to do it for money only. So if you are using the software for free, which is illegal, you can use it in case if it's a free software, you can use it in lower environments. On production environments, you cannot use the free softwares, guys. You have to use the licensed versions only. Okay, so sir, who will find out what versions and all we are using? How come they are going to find out, guys? So every year Microsoft will perform audits, guys. It will go to the companies, it will go to its customer companies, guys, and it will perform some audits. So they will check how many SQL servers, how many Windows servers they are using. Out of that, how many are licensed, how many are free. So in case if anyone are using, if anyone is using that free versions on production environment, if anyone is following that illegal practices, then they are going to take the legal action on that company, guys. Okay, so that's why generally every year Microsoft people will perform this is called auditing. Microsoft people will perform this auditing in their in their clients, guys. Okay, in their clients they are going to perform this auditing, and also definitely they will came to know that in case if you are using a free version on the production environment, they can easily find out. Okay, and they are going to like file a legal case on you, guys, so which is very risky and all. Okay, so on the production servers you have to use RTM copies. You can use RTM copies on non-prod servers also. Why? Because everywhere wherever you are installing, you have to pay amount. So in the non-prod servers also you can use it, but you should use RTM copies, okay, in the production servers, guys. It's must and should. You should use these RTM copies in the production servers. You cannot use the free versions on the production servers and all. So this is called RTM. This is the base copy of the SQL Server, right? So every version will have its own base copy. SQL Server 2012. The first time whenever you are installing SQL Server 2012, any version, 2005, 2008, 8 or 12, 14, 16, 17, 19, any version, first copy is a base copy, guys. First you have to install that base copy, RTM copy. On top of that, if you have any updates and all like service packs, cumulative updates, any type of updates, you have to apply the updates on top of the software, guys. In case if any, generally Microsoft will release the updates, right? So you have to apply the updates on that particular software, guys. So the base copy of the version of any SQL Server version is called an RTM, release it to market, which is a licensed version, guys. You have to pay amount, and SQL Server software is not so cheap, guys. It's so cost. Okay, around 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs will be there for one single software copy. For one single software copy, you have to pay 3 to 5 lakhs for SQL Server. And again, you have to pay. Why? Because you can install SQL servers on Windows servers, right? For Windows servers also, you have to pay licensing fee. You have to pay licensing fee for Windows servers as well as you have to pay licensing fee for SQL Server. So both includes almost 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs. Okay, so it will be like the cost will be for one SQL server. You have to pay licensing fee for Windows operating system and you have to pay licensing fee for SQL server. So both cost you around 8 or 9 lakhs, sometimes 10 lakhs also. Okay, depends upon the pricing models. There are different types of pricing models. Core based pricing model, like that we have different types of pricing models, guys. Okay, fine, our company will take care of it. Generally, no need to concentrate in that area, guys. No issues. Okay. So bill number we just discussed. It's a number which will help you to identify the version of the SQL Server. It will contain four parts, guys. Major version dot minor version. How many users can be there under one license? It depends. It's not like users. Okay, it's not like users. Core based. So how many number of CPU cores? So based on the CPU cores, they are going to charge you. If you are having 4 cores, they will charge you different. If you are having 16 cores, okay, in your server, they are going to charge you separately. But it's not like a user based. Okay, it's a core based, right? Fine. So bill number. So bill number is having 4 parts. One is like a major version, minor version, actual bill number, and revision history. No need to remember these two numbers, guys. Okay. So finally, generally we'll remember these two parts: major version, minor version, and all. That's fine. Okay. So additions. What is meant by an addition? Okay. So addition is nothing but limitations to the features is called an addition. Earlier I told you that SQL Server is a database software, is an RDBMS software which will help you to store the data, to process the data, and to retrieve the data. Guys. So apart from this, we can also use SQL Server for reporting purpose, guys. Reporting purpose. Like we can generate reports using SQL servers. You can analyze the data using SQL Server. You can integrate the data, okay, using SQL Server software. You can integrate. Reporting means we can generate reports, right? I told you, right, we cannot give our phone numbers to anyone. I told you, right? Generally, if you go to if you go to more supermarket or Reliance market, generally if you go to those shops and all, they will take our numbers, guys. Okay, what they are going to do, they are going to track everything that you are buying in a month. Each and everything they are going to track it. They are going to generate a report. Generally earlier, 10 15 years back, generally what they are going to do is, in case if they found, if there is a less business, okay, if there is a less business, okay, so what they are going to do, they are going to give offers across the country. Why? Because they don't have complete information. Where is the business, where the business is good and all, they don't have complete information. So what they are trying to do, guys, they are trying to introduce offers across the whole country. So now what happened, after this kind of system, like collecting the personal information, what happened, they are collecting each and everyone's information, they are processing your information, and they are generating reports. Okay, in which branch? For example, in Bangalore there are a lot of more supermarkets are there, right? In Bangalore there are a lot of more supermarkets are there in different locations. So they can easily analyze, okay, from which location how much, okay, revenue they are getting, how much revenue they are getting, they can easily analyze with the data. In case if they found the sales are down for one branch, they are going to introduce the offers to that particular branch, so that everyone that belongs to that branch, those who are customers of that branch, they are going to get some personalized emails or personalized SMS, that, okay, they are going to send you some personalized offers to your mobile number directly. Okay, earlier we don't have this kind of system, right? They are going to use either, okay, different ways of advertising. Now using your personal information, they are analyzing your data and they are sending some offers directly to you. So that means they are misusing your personal information, guys. They are misusing your personal information, which is not at all good. Okay, so by using SQL server, you can generate reports. You can generate reports. Okay, reporting and all, you can use it for reporting purpose and all. They can see, they can generate reports, how is the business and all, how it is performing, anything, not only business, any sector. They can generate the reports, guys. They can analyze the data as discussed. They can integrate. Okay, they can integrate the data from different sources. Okay, they can integrate from Excel sheet to SQL server. They can integrate from CSV file to SQL server. They can integrate from Notepad to SQL server. They can integrate two different SQL servers. They can integrate one SQL server, one Oracle server. They can integrate the data from different sources, guys. Okay, so integrating means collecting the data, either importing the data or exporting the data to different data sources and all. So by using SQL server, you can do all these things, guys. You can do all these things by using SQL server. There are some components, okay? So BIDS, we can call it as a BIDS, Business Intelligence Development Studio, guys. Business Intelligence Development Studio. Okay, so this is one component, guys. So under this, generally we will have SSRS, SSAS, SSIS, SQL Server Reporting Services, SQL Server Analysis Services, SQL Server Integration Services. So as a DBA, it's our responsibility to install these components, guys. We don't want to work on these components. Generally, there are that is a different stream, which is business analyst. Business analyst, generally he has to have an idea on these components. Okay, but what we are going to do as a DBA, we have to install these components, guys. SSRS, SSIS, SSAS components we have to install. So that is limited. Okay, it is whatever like you are installing, so we have to install it and we have to configure it. Sometimes they might ask you, do you have any idea in the SSRS reporting services and all? Do you have any idea in the SSIS integration services and all? You can say no. Why? Because this is a big course, guys. Okay, this is a big course. Around a good trainer will take around 2 to 3 months to complete this course. Okay, SSRS, IS and AS and all. Generally it will take a lot of time to complete. So if you want to try as a business analyst and all, you have to learn these things. But we are going to try as a DBS, right? No need to worry about this. But you should know how to install these components, how to configure these components. I'll show you how to do that during the installation. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so using SQL server, you can also do this reporting, analyzing and integration of data, guys. Okay, so here additions means limitations to the features, guys. Limitations to the features in the software called addition. Okay, so best example is matrimony, right? The best example is matrimony sites. Of course different sites are there, but okay, so matrimony sites are somewhat relevant to this point. So generally in the matrimony sites, if you go to matrimony sites and all, there are different plans, right? So free account will be there, silver account will be there, golden account will be there, platinum account will be there, right? Different accounts will be there, right? Free account means what? Generally they are going to provide some information for free. So with this free account you cannot do anything, guys. Okay, that's just a free account. Every day early morning they are going to send some beautiful pictures, either brides or bridegrooms. They are going to send some beautiful pictures to your email. You have to open and you have to see, and you can see their names, their age and all, might be their location and all. You can see that's a free account, right? So you cannot get much information in that. So if you want to upgrade, okay, so you just plan to marry, okay, you got a job as a SQL DBA. Now next program is job. After job, next is like marriage only, right? So for unmarried people, not for married people. Okay, so generally next what you are going to do, silver plan. Silver plan is there, golden plan is there, or what is that, a platinum plan is there. So features will be there, but they are going to unlock the offers in each pack, guys. In silver plan, might be they will give you a 20 contacts per month, right? They are going to give you 20 contacts per month and you can directly chat with them. So these kind of offers will be there. In platinum plan, they will give you 50 contacts. I'm not sure, guys. Okay, just giving as an example. So in golden plan, you will get a 50 contacts and you can directly chat with them. Okay, and you can ask the horoscopes and all. Okay, so you can do that. In platinum plan, you will get extra information. You'll get extra contacts and all. Means information is there with him, but he is hiding the information and he is just giving some basic information as per the pack you choose. Features are there, but he is not allowing all the features for the basic plan. In each level, he is unlocking some features. Okay, in each level, he is unlocking some features. In the same way, editions also, we have different editions in the SQL servers. In the SQL server, we have different kind of editions. Okay, so that means features will be limited. Okay, if you choose a free edition, this is a free edition, guys. Everyone can download and everyone can install, but there are a lot of limitations to this free edition, which is Express edition. Express edition is free for lifelong, and again you cannot install this free edition in the production servers, right? As discussed, free editions you cannot install on the production servers, guys. Okay, so Express edition is free, but there are a lot of challenges, like the database size cannot be more than 10 GB. There is no SQL server agent for the automation. So lot of challenges are there generally in the Express edition. It's a free edition, but a lot of challenges are there. Okay, it's a kind of a free account, free matrimony account. You cannot do anything. You can see only that girls or boys photos. That's it. Okay, evaluation edition, which is free for 180 days, guys. Evaluation edition is free for 180 days. Again, there are some challenges in this evaluation edition also. You cannot use it, okay, completely. And again, as it is a free edition, you cannot install it on the production servers, guys. These are the main editions. Okay, generally we don't use these editions. These are the main editions, guys. Developer edition, standard edition, enterprise edition. Apart from these editions, we have data center edition, work group edition. So lot of editions are there, but these three editions are famous editions, guys, in the market. Okay, so developer edition, actually till SQL Server 2016, developer edition is a paid edition. You have to pay amount for developer edition, lot of cost, lot of amount and all you have to pay. But from 2017 onwards, due to this high demand, okay, due to the competition and all, what they did is Microsoft, okay, gave this for free, guys. It's very useful and lot of money is saved, guys, because of this decision from Microsoft. Okay, developer edition, all the features will work, but again there are some limitations are there, but not a big limitations and all. You can go for a negligible limitations are there. Okay, so developer editions are free from SQL Server 2017 onwards. Till 2016, you have to pay licensing fee for developer edition also. From 2017 onwards, Microsoft gave this as a free edition to the public, so anyone can download this free edition and you can install it, guys. And again, I'm saying, as it is free, you cannot install it on the production servers. You can install it on the non-prod servers. Why? Because generally in the organization depends upon the project to project. Okay, so generally 200 servers, 300 servers, sometimes 2000 servers, 3000 servers, 5000 servers projects also will be there. I'm working on a 7000 server projects, guys. 7000, 7500 servers, approximately more than 7000 servers are there. Okay, so imagine out of the 7000 servers, almost 3000 servers are non-prod servers. 3000, 4000 servers are non-prod servers. For example, if you go for 2 lakhs, the least case is 2 lakhs for each software, guys. 4000 into 2 lakhs, how much money? 4000 into 2 lakhs, you cannot even calculate. 2 lakhs, right? 2 lakhs means 4000 into 2 lakhs, 20 lakhs into 400, 20 lakhs into 400, 2 crores into 40, and 80 crores, right? 2 crores into 40 and 80 crores. 80 crores of money was saved by my company, guys, because of this decision. Almost 80 crores it saved every year. Earlier they used to pay lot of money for that non-prod servers itself. Now they are saving lot of money, guys. Okay, so what they did is, so they just upgraded from lower versions to the SQL Server 2017 higher versions, guys. Okay, so generally, so this is a good decision from Microsoft. This is free, guys, but you can install on the non-prod servers, not on the production servers and all. So standard edition, so generally they don't ask you what is the difference between developer edition and standard edition, and enterprise edition. Only some negligible differences are there, so no need to remember those things. In case if you still want, just go to Google, type standard edition versus enterprise edition, SQL Server standard edition versus enterprise edition. You can see the differences and all. No one will ask you the differences, guys, but you should know there are different editions in the SQL Server. Developer edition, standard edition, enterprise edition, express edition, evaluation edition. So generally on the production environments we'll use enterprise edition, guys. Generally on the production environments we'll use enterprise edition. Enterprise edition is the final edition of the software, which is costly, very costly and all. Okay, so generally on the production servers we'll use enterprise edition softwares only. Fine. Standard edition also sometimes we'll use it, depends upon the project to project we are going to use. In the non-prod, of course, we'll use developer edition only. In the production servers, we'll use standard edition or enterprise edition. So there are some companies, they will use, generally they will be like, they will do some mistakes, guys. Generally what they will do, they are going to install standard and enterprise edition in the non-prod servers also, which is not good. Of course nothing will happen, but you have to pay extra money, that's it. Okay, you have to pay extra money. Of course Microsoft will always welcome money, right? So even though you install enterprise edition in the non-prod servers, it don't ask anything. Why? Because they are getting money. But you install a free edition on the production servers, then it will file a legal suit and also, which is risky kind of thing. So these are all about edition. Yes, please.
Yeah, can you know what is the difference between version to version changes?
Work center.
Version to version changes. What are the new features introduced in version to
Okay,
version?
okay. So version to version. So you'll came to know slowly, guys. Okay. So why? Because we don't have one or two versions. We have different versions. So there are drastic changes are there from one version to another version. Say for example, if you see this 2008 R2 to 2012, generally a big feature has been introduced, which is always on. Okay. So in case of any big features and all, I'll tell you during the classes, guys. Now you cannot remember all those things. If any big features are introduced from any different versions, I'll explain you about that particular versions, guys. Okay, so nothing to worry, we'll discuss those points, but not completely. If you want to see, sir, I want to see all the features, what are the differences between the 2012 and 2016, just go and Google it. I don't generally remember what and all different features available between these two. Okay, so you should know the basic main features and all, that's fine. Okay, but during the classes I am going to explain, this was introduced from 2012, this was introduced from 2017. I am going to explain during the classes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions on the editions of SQL servers? So addition means okay, it's a limitations to the features, guys. Addition means limitations to the features. In each edition they are going to unlock some features and all. So generally we have multiple editions in the SQL server. We have express edition, evaluation edition, developer edition, standard edition, enterprise edition. So developer, standard, enterprise, these three are important editions, guys. Generally we'll see any of the software should be under either developer or standard or enterprise edition, guys. Any of the software should be under either of these editions generally in the organization. Okay, you can check it. I'll show you how to check the edition of the SQL server. Okay, there is a command and you can check using GUI option also, graphical user interface option also. I'll show you where to check, how to check the edition of the SQL server, guys. Okay, so free editions you cannot install on the production servers. And what else, guys? Enterprise edition is the highest edition, so you can install on any of the environments, guys. Okay, fine, right. So components of the SQL server, components are features. So when you install SQL server or when you are trying to install SQL server, what kind of components you can install? Okay, so what components you will get it while installing the SQL Server, right? So I told you, right, to generally SQL Server is a software which will help you to store the data, process the data, and retrieve the data, right? Fine. So who will do all these things, guys? Your database engine will do. Database engine will help you to store the data, to process the data, and to retrieve the data. It will help you to store the data, process the data, and to retrieve the data. So who will do that? Your database engine will do that. So you are installing SQL Server means you are installing a database engine, guys. In the backend, you are installing a database engine. Okay. So this is one component of the SQL Server. Okay, and again I told you, right, we can use SQL Server for generating reports, to analyze the data, to integrate the data. So these are all the components of the SQL Server, guys. So SSRS, to generate reports we have to install SSRS. To analyze the data we have to install SSAS, analysis services. To integrate the data we have to install SSIS, integration services. So these are the different components. So SQL Server database engine is one component, SSRS is one component, SSAS is one component, SSIS is one component. So like that we have different components like master data services, Python, or in latest versions we can see these components, guys. Okay, so mainly we have to concentrate on this database engine. So bits, okay, generally we have to install these components if there is a need. Okay, so our part is limited in this area, guys. Okay, in this bits components our part is completely limited. Fine, these are the components of the SQL Server. So generally, again, no one will ask you what are the components. Why? Because you're an experienced guy. If you are a fresher, they might ask you what are the components, what are the additions. Generally, they will ask you these kind of questions. But okay, so you are a 4 years or 5 years professional, right? They don't ask you these kind of questions, but it's good to remember. Okay, fine. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any doubts till now? If there are no questions, then we'll jump into the demo directly. No questions? Are we good? Classes are going too fast, too slow, too basic?
So what is the difference between standard and enterprise?
That's what I said. Just go and Google it. I don't remember all those things. Okay, why? Because not needed. Okay, if you ask me what is the difference between standard and enterprise, just you can go and Google it. Why? Because lot of feature differences will be there, but not a very important differences and all. Let me show you now itself. Okay, at this moment you cannot understand those features and all. Okay. If you want the best way of okay, searching the data, generally I'll use images, guys. Some people, okay, they are going to upload the data like this. So you can see here, okay, operating system maximum, and mostly the differences is like, guys, in terms of CPU and RAM, guys. Mostly I can say this point, okay, in terms of CPU and RAM, enterprise will support lot of CPU and lot of RAM. Okay, but whereas standard is having some limitations, not small and all. Of course standard will also support big RAMs only, big RAM and huge CPUs only, but now when compared to enterprise edition softwares, standard edition doesn't have that much capability. Okay, if you see here, standard edition, this is a standard edition which will support up to 128 GB, guys, maximum memory utilized. So you can see here 128 GB. Okay, for enterprise operating system, how much? See, for example, in the enterprise edition, you can see all enterprise edition features. You can see it will support as much as it can. Means if your server is having a 256 GB RAM, your enterprise edition will support 256 GB RAM. But whereas if you install standard edition, it will support up to 128 GB RAM. Web edition is also there, business intelligence edition is also there. These are different edition. Business intelligence is one edition, standard is one edition, web is one edition. So if you want to see these kind of differences, just go and Google it. Main differences is in terms of RAM and CPU. Enterprise edition will have unlimited RAM and CPU it will support, whereas your standard and developer edition will support a limited RAM, not small. Okay, not 16 GB, 32 GB. See here, standard is supporting 128 GB RAM. Like this you can see different what is the differences and all. So no need to remember, at least you will get a basic idea. Okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, you can see here. Okay, SQL Server Enterprise and Standard and Express Edition, Developer Edition. Maximum number of cores unlimited for enterprise. Guys, core means, okay, it's a CPU. Generally CPU will have cores, guys. Okay, virtual CPUs, we can say. One CPU will be divided into multiple CPUs, guys, virtual CPUs. That is called cores. 2 core, 4 core. You can see in your laptop. Okay, if you open system information, if you just type system information or MS Info 32, you can see how many CPU cores are there. Generally we will have 2 cores and all. Our personal laptops will have 2 cores. Okay, you can see here 2 cores, which is 4 logical processors. Okay, so but in the organization 2 cores means nothing. You cannot do anything with 2 cores. 8 core CPU. Who is that? Srikanth. Your video is turned on, Srikanth. Please turn off the video. Thank you. Okay, so 16 core CPU, 32 core CPU, 64 core CPU, 128 core CPU, like that different cores will be there. It depends upon the load on the server. Generally cores will increase, guys. So for enterprise edition you can give unlimited cores. Okay, for standard edition you cannot give unlimited cores and all. There are some limitations. See here, up to 24 cores you can give. This is for 2016. And in the express edition you can give up to 4 cores, very small. And in the developer edition again it is unlimited. Again, if you see here, the enterprise edition memory means RAM, guys. RAM you can give, maximum RAM you can give, but for standard you can give up to 128 GB only. But for developer edition, see here, maximum RAM again you can give. Size, okay, storage 524 petabytes you can give, and for standard also 524 petabytes. And for this SQL Server Express edition, I told you, right, more than, you cannot give more than 10 GB. So this is the maximum size. Okay, and if you see here, 524 petabytes, guys. Like this differences are there. If you want, no one will ask you the differences, okay, but you should have some idea, like differences in terms of CPU, RAM and storage, guys, between the enterprise edition and developer and standard editions. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, guys. So what you can do now, take the break. Okay, so come back at 8 12, right? 8 12 plus 15, 827. So come back at 8:30, guys. Okay, so we'll discuss about the we'll start demos, guys. Okay, we'll start demos. I'll start installing the Oracle VirtualBox software. Then we'll start installing Windows servers. But today, for now, we'll stop till Windows servers. Today evening we'll start installing the SQL servers, guys. Okay, take the break for 15 to 17 minutes. Come back at 8:30. Okay, so we'll discuss the other things, guys. Yeah, I'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay, thank you. Yes, guys. Okay. So let's continue. Any questions? Any questions till now? Anyone having any questions, guys? Any questions, guys? No questions? Are we good? Okay, fine. Okay. So I hope you can hear me. So let's jump into the demos, guys. Okay, so we'll discuss how to install the SQL Server. Okay, so before installing the SQL Server, okay, we should know the process. Okay, how to install the SQL Server. Generally, in the organization, there is a process for everything, guys. Okay, so in the organization, there is a process for everything. So you have to make sure that you have to follow that process. So that's the main difference between a fresher and a professional, guys. Okay, generally while attending the interviews, they will test your technical knowledge as well as the process knowledge also, how much good you are in the process. Why? Because without following the process, if you are simply okay doing the things, then it will like, we cannot say there is no answer also. Definitely at one point they are going to like sack you, guys. They are going to like, what we can say, remove you from the services. Why? Because clients, especially US UK clients and all, very particular about the process, guys. Without following that process, you cannot do anything, either installation or patching or uninstallation, anything, guys. You have to follow the process. So if you don't follow the process, generally we will have a change request and all. I'll explain what is this process and all. So if you don't follow the process, then they might, okay, what I can say, you might lost your job, guys. Okay, they're very particular about the process. Even though you did a small mistake also, they cannot save you. Okay, so that's the main problem. So what is the process in installing the SQL Server? Generally, if I want to install the SQL Server, okay, I should have some hardware and software components, right? So I should have some hardware and software components, hardware requirements and software requirements, right? So hardware and software requirements I should have. So if I want to install the SQL Server, so what is the process first? Okay, so in the organization, we will have different teams, guys. In the organization, we will have different teams. Okay, so we will have Windows team or VM team. Okay, we will have storage team, we will have network team. Okay, we will have DBA team. So like this, different teams will be there. If you want to install SQL Server, means where you can install the SQL Server, generally you can install the SQL Server on Windows Server, right? So first of all, Windows Server should be created. So who will do that? A Windows team or VM team will do that, guys. Okay, so if you want to install a SQL Server, first you need a Windows Server. So you cannot create Windows Server from your side. You don't have permissions and all to do that. So Windows guys will be there. They are going to help you out to create the Windows machine. After creating the Windows machine, we have to install some kind of softwares, guys. Some prerequisite softwares will be there. You have to install it. That also can be taken care by the Windows team. After that, storage team will add some storage. They have to add the storage. After that, network team will do some, they are going to open the ports and all. I'll tell you what is this port and also network team will do some changes from the network side, guys. Finally, the server will be visible to you. Finally, you will have access on that server. Then only you can start installing the SQL Server, guys. This is the process. Okay, so in case if any customer or client, generally in the organization will call customer means those who are giving work to us, we can call them as a customers. Clients, okay, or users, end users, you can say customer, client, end user or user. Okay, everyone is same, guys. So they will request, hey DBA team, we need one SQL server. They will let you know there is a sheet called build sheet, guys. Build sheet. So there is a sheet called build sheet. In that build sheet they will mention what server name you want to keep, what is the version of the SQL server you want to install, what is the version of the Windows server you want to install, okay, what should be the storage, what should be the IP, what kind of ports it has to open. So the document contains every information, guys, nothing to worry about it. They will clearly give you. In case if they are not giving, you have to ask. It's your right to ask the details, guys, complete details and all you have to ask. It's not like simply downloading the software and next install. Okay, so you have to follow different processes and all, guys, before installing the software. So you have to check the build sheet. If there is no build sheet, you can ask them, hey, what server name we have to keep it, what is the components we have to install, what should be the memory, what should be the storage. Okay, everything we have to ask them, and most of the people, they are going to include such information in the build sheet. So based on the build sheet, you have to install the SQL server, guys. So I told you, right, if you want to install SQL server, first of all you should need a Windows server. So how can you get the Windows server, guys? So generally, if any work is there in the organization, I told you right earlier, if any work is there in the organization, they are going to raise a ticket, guys, raise a ticket using some ticketing tools, either ServiceNow or Jira. These are the ticketing tools, guys. Okay, so Jira, okay, or Lotus Notes. These are some ticketing tools. Using these ticketing tools, the customer, the end user, those who are looking for SQL Server, they will raise a ticket. Hey, please install SQL Server 2019 on so and so machine. Okay, so it's not like they will directly come to your desk. They will tell you, hey Suresh, please install SQL Server, or hey Santosh, please install SQL Server, hey Ramesh, please install. Nothing like that, guys. So there is a process, there should be a proof, right? So they will raise a ticket, and not only for proof, using this ticket they can know the status of the request, guys. Just a minute, just please 1 minute. Right. Sorry for that, guys. Okay. So there is a process. Okay. They will raise a ticket. Okay. To install the SQL server, that end user raise a ticket. So it will help you to track the status of the ticket, guys. So where it is, how much percentage it is completed, who is working on the ticket. So in case of any queries, that user can contact that particular person and they can just get it resolved by that particular person, guys. So tickets, every work will be done as a ticket in the organization, guys. Why? Because for tickets generally, what is that, accountability will be there. You can track the work, how much it is completed and all, and there is a proof that they requested this person requested this and all, there is a proof. So that's why generally we'll follow ticketing system in the organization, guys. Any work, even though they want to take a backup manually, they have to raise a ticket, guys. In case if there is no ticket, they will simply send an email, hey Suresh, can you please take a backup on this database manually? If they ask like that, you can revert back to that mail, can you please raise a ticket for that? Just what we can say, you can request them. Okay, you can request them. You cannot like scold, hey, why you didn't raise ticket, you don't know, you don't have common sense, you're working since 5 years, 10 years and all. You cannot ask them, you cannot tell like that. So you have to request them, sure, I'll do that, can you please raise a ticket for this, for the tracking purpose and all. You can revert back to that mail so that they are going to raise a ticket, guys. Okay, so there should be ticket for each and every work that you are doing. At the end of the day or at the end of the year, your manager will ask on how many tickets you worked, how much work you see. You might be busy from morning to evening with the office work, but finally your manager or your team lead will check how many tickets you closed. So without tickets, yes, on some work you can still work on some things. Without tickets also you cannot, you can work on it. But the challenge is, okay, so you cannot show your productivity, guys. So tickets will help you to show your productivity as well as it will help you to track the system. And you cannot complete the ticket in your shift, so you have to give the ticket to other shift, next shift guys, right? So for that purpose, tickets are very very important. You have to update the ticket, so and so, I did this in this ticket, please, okay, complete this activity. So you are going to hand over it to the next shift guys. So in this way it will work. So tickets are very important. Without tickets, don't work it. In case if anyone is requested, like a higher authority people and all requested, ask them to raise a request, ask them to raise a ticket, guys. They will raise it and they will assign it to you, and based on that you can work on the tickets, guys. So for installing SQL server also they will raise a ticket. So before installing SQL server, what they have to have, right? So they should have Windows server, right? So this end user, some XYZ person, first he will raise a ticket. He will raise a ticket. So generally we'll call it as an SC task. Generally different depends upon the companies. Generally people will call it as SC task. Okay, SC tasks. And tasks, okay, request items, RITM. So different tickets formats will be there. So in this ticket, sub tickets will be there. So for example, customer is looking for a SQL server installation. So this involves lot of teams, right? So if you want to install SQL server, means Windows team has to install in building the Windows machine, network team has to install in opening the ports, storage team has to involve in adding the storages and all. Okay, so DBA team has to be involved in installing the SQL server. So in this ticket, imagine this is one ticket, I'm just giving a sample ticket. This is how generally ticket numbers will be in the organization. In this ticket, sub tickets will be there. So one sub ticket will goes to subtask, you can call it as a subtask. One subtask will goes to Windows team first, so that they are going to work on this subtask and they will install the Windows server. Okay, once this is completed, second subtask will goes to either network team or, no need to remember guys, just you should know the process, that's it. I'm just trying to elaborate the things, that's it, nothing is there. Sir, do we need to remember all these things? Do we need to explain all these things in the interview? No need actually. Okay, for installations no need, for patching and all you have to explain. Okay, second subtask will goes to network team. They are going to do network related changes and all, they will do network related changes. and third subtask will might goes to a storage team. Okay, storage team, they want to add, in case if they want to add any storage devices and all, any disks and all, they will add those things. Finally, once everything is ready, then only we can install the SQL server, right? Then fourth subtask or final subtask will goes to, okay, DBA team. So in the list you can see all the four subtasks. So Windows side, who worked on this, network side, who worked on this ticket, storage side, who worked on this ticket. If any other teams are involved in building the server, you can see their team names and the persons and all. Finally, once everything is ready, then only you can install the SQL server, guys. This is general process. Once the process is completed, once you install the SQL server, you have to close your task. Storage team will close their task. Okay, what else, network team will close their tasks, and Windows team should close their tasks. Once all the tasks are closed, then only the final task, subtask, this SC task will be closed, guys. If any task is open, if any subtask is open, okay, you cannot close it. So everyone has to close their, once the work is completed, then what is the need, you have to close the ticket, right? Fine. I told you, right, in case if you are not getting internet, what you are going to do, you will call to the customer care, right? Imagine you are using an Airtel internet, you are not getting the internet. So what you are going to do immediately, you will just call to the Airtel internet. Okay, you will ask them, hey, I'm not getting the internet. Immediately they will do one thing, they will create one ticket for you, and they will update you through SMS or through mail. Hey, we just raised a request for you. Okay, our engineers will visit your site and all, and they are going to fix it in the next 24 hours or 48 hours. You will get an update. So after that, the engineers will come to your house, they are going to fix the internet. Once the issue is fixed, once you are getting the internet, what happened, guys? That's it, the ticket is closed now. Whatever ticket they opened, for what purpose they opened, that purpose is completed, so they will close the ticket. So in the same way, for what purpose this subtask is there, that is completed, right? Installation of SQL server is done. So this task will be closed, this subtask will be closed, this subtask will be, all subtasks will be closed, and finally this SC task will be closed, guys. This is the process, okay, in installing the SQL server. Any questions, any doubts? Any other questions, guys?
Sir,
Clear for now.
Yes,
Uh,
please. Yes, please.
this service now Zira and Lotus Notes, what is that things
That
for
is the
raising the
ticketing.
ticket? Is
Yeah, that is the ticketing tool. Okay, so using
it's
that ticketing tool.
a shared tool.
Uh, sorry, what is that?
It's a shared tool. How will the
What
uh,
what
uh,
is what is meant by shared tool? I don't know what is meant by shared tool.
uh, actually how the working peoples will know the, it's like email or something, I don't know the
That is a different, actually, that is a different, a separate tool. Okay, nothing to worry about it. Okay, so generally in different organization, different companies, different tools will be there. Some people will use Jira, some people will use what is that, Service Now. Some people will use Lotus Notes. So
yeah,
in
we want to log into that, or
yes, we have to log into the ticketing tool and all that. I cannot show you, actually. That's, those are not free tools to show. Okay,
okay,
so no problem at all. In case if they are
okay,
using
they will give
service,
access to
yes,
everyone,
they will
right?
give
Yeah.
access to everyone. In case
Mm,
if they are asking, you don't have any idea on the service, now tell them I used a different tool in
okay,
my previous organization.
okay,
Okay,
okay, thank you.
yes. Any other questions here, please? Any other questions?
So all these roles, I think, depend on the organization. If the organization is small, they will ask the
Yes,
same
you are
person to do
correct.
all the tasks.
You're correct. You're correct. All these roles will be based on the, all these roles, tickets and all based on the organization. So 99 percentage they will follow this process, guys. 90 percentage they will follow this process. Some startup companies and all will be there. So all the tasks will be completed by one person only. Generally, if he is having knowledge on the network side, if he is having knowledge on the Windows side, generally one or two persons will complete all these processes, guys. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions, please? Any other questions? Guys, classes are going too fast or what?
It's okay, fine, sir.
Fine, right? So if it is too fast, let me know. I'll at least slow down. Fine. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, so you should know the process. Then let's jump into this demo, guys. So first, what we have to do? First, we have to create. So let me tell you how to install the SQL Server. Of course, we don't discuss how to install SQL Server now in this class. In the evening class, we'll discuss. But you have to know, right, how it will work, how the installation things and all will work. Where is the document? Yes. Okay. So what we are going to do, guys, to install SQL Server, we should have one server, one Windows server, right? Server, we should have one Windows server, right? So we want to install one Windows server. Where we can install a Windows server? Actually, in my laptop, actually I installed, what is this? This is a Windows 10. Okay, actually in my laptop I installed Windows 10. Okay, I cannot install one more operating system on the same operating system. So what I am going to do for that, I'll create a virtual machine. Means I'll create a virtual laptop in this physical laptop, the one that I am handling now, the one that I am using to teach the class and all. This is a physical laptop. I can see this laptop, I can touch this laptop, I can shut down this laptop, I can start this laptop at any time. Okay, this is physical laptop, I can see with my eyes. Okay, so in this laptop I am going to create a virtual laptop, guys. Virtual machine, we cannot say virtual laptop. Just to understand, I am saying virtual laptop. Will create virtual machine. In that virtual machine you can install whatever operating system you want. Okay, in that virtual machine you can install whatever operating system you want. So what I am going to do, I'll create a virtual machine. To create a virtual machine, we are having some separate softwares, guys. To create virtual machine, to create VMs. VMs means virtual machines. BM or PM. BM means bare metals, means which is physical machines. Okay, BM or PM. PM means physical, BM means bare metal. Technically we'll call it as a bare metal. Bare metal means the machine, physical machine. So to create virtual machines, we have to use one software. Okay, virtualization softwares will be there. To create VMs, we have to install virtual softwares, virtual machine softwares. So what are the virtual machine softwares, guys, in the market? Can anyone tell me? What are the VM softwares are there in the market? Different VMs, like how we are having a SQL Server databases, MS SQL, MySQL, NoSQL, MongoDB, Oracle. In the same way, in the virtualization technology also, different softwares are there in the market. What are the different softwares, guys, in the virtualization? Can anyone tell me?
VMware, Oracle
Very
Virtual
VMware,
Machine.
Very good. VMware is one.
Oracle,
Yes,
Oracle.
VMware is one kind of virtualization software. Oracle VirtualBox is one kind of virtualization software, and and Hyper-V, Hyper-V, hypervisor from Microsoft. This is from Microsoft, guys. This is from Microsoft. Okay, so generally we don't use VMware. VMware will eat lot of memory, lot of CPU and all. So we are going to use VirtualBox. It's a lightweight process. So even though you're having less RAM, you can work with it. Guys, again, it doesn't matter what virtualization software you are using. Sir, in my organization they are using VMware. So you don't have access to virtualization softwares. You will have access to servers. You can create servers either by VMware, or you can create servers either by Oracle VirtualBox, or you can create either by Hyper-V also. Then there is no matter of the platform, whatever platform it is, whether server is available or not, it's very important for us. So they might use VMware in the organization, they will use VMware. But in our practice, we are using Oracle VirtualBox. So there is no problem at all. We don't have any visibility to the virtualization softwares. Our final goal is whether server is available or not. You can create server using VMware, you can create server using Oracle VirtualBox, you can create server using Hyper-V. So no matter what it is in the back end. So finally, whether server is available or not, that's it. So throughout our practice, I am going to use Oracle VirtualBox, guys. Throughout our practice, I am going to use Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, fine. So what I have to do, guys, I have to install Oracle VirtualBox first. I have already installed Oracle VirtualBox in my laptop, so I cannot show you in my laptop. So if anyone joined from the laptop, you can share your screen. I'll give you the access. You can share your screen. I'll guide you how to install the Oracle VirtualBox software. Okay. So if anyone is interested, you can share the screen. I gave the permissions. Let me stop my sharing. If anyone joined from laptop, not from mobile, guys. No one is interested? Okay, Madhavi, fine, thank you. Right. Fine, okay, so we'll install the Oracle VirtualBox first, right? So before installing the Oracle VirtualBox, we have to check one option is enabled or not. So let me show you guys where we can check. Madhavi, I'm going to request access. Okay, let me just approve it. Okay, once you receive the request, just approve it. Okay, done. I'm going to access your laptop. Let me check whether I can access it or not. Yes, I can access. Okay, so first you have to check the setting whether virtualization is enabled or not in your laptop. How can I check it? Right click on the taskbar. This is called taskbar, guys. This white bar you can see here, right? This is called taskbar. And right click on the taskbar, you can see task manager. So here what you can see, performance tab, go to performance tab. There, okay, I cannot access this performance tab. Okay, just go to this performance tab, Madhavi. On top you can see processes, performance. Yes, click on that. Oh, what happened? Why I cannot see complete window? Again open the task manager. Again open the task manager. Okay, go to performance. Yes, if you see here, okay, that's fine. Okay, let me, I hope you can see my screen, right? Let me do one thing. Where is that? Not. Okay, fine. So if you see here, there is an option. You can see that 80,285 value, right? 285, 278. Beside that, you can see virtualization option, right? Setting. Can you highlight, Madhavi? Can you see that one? 80,000, 104, 103? Now it is ticking. Yes. Okay. So beside that, there is a option called virtualization. Beside that, you can see an option called, yes, that is the one, virtualization. So which is showing disabled. It should be enabled, guys, in your laptops. Okay, you can install it. Now you can install the VirtualBox software, but it don't work properly. If it is disabled, it won't work properly. So how can you disable, how can you enable this setting? You should enable the setting from the boot settings, laptop boot settings, that I cannot show you. Laptop boot settings means you have to shut down your laptop, you have to restart it, and you have to press F9 or F2 or F10 function keys. Then it will go to boot settings. There you can see virtualization. I'll show some photos and all. I cannot share the screen, I cannot show you, right? So generally it should be you have to restart the laptop. If I restart the laptop, meetings and all will be closed, right? And we have to go to the boot settings. So I'll show you how to enable it. I'll show you some pictures. Okay, no problem. But before installing Oracle VirtualBox, make sure this setting is enabled in your laptop or not. If it is enabled, you can happily proceed. Fine. Now we'll install the Oracle VirtualBox, guys. Okay. Right. Now you can minimize this window. Madhavi, you can minimize this window. Minimize, the minimize button is there, right? Or click outside also, it will be minimized. Just click outside. Let me check. Okay. It was minimized. Okay, fine. Right? Let it be. Sometimes it's not minimizing. Okay, so let it be, no issues. Let me open the Google Chrome. I'm opening, I'm accessing your laptop. So here, what Oracle virtualization software is a free software, guys. So you can download it from the Google. Okay, so no issues at all. So let me open that Google here. Why your laptop is so slow, Madhvi? Okay, so go to Google, type download Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, just download Oracle VirtualBox. Enter. You can see the first website, HTTPS. Make sure it is a HTTPS website, guys. Oracle VirtualBox, www.virtualbox.org. Open this. Click on that particular link. You can see here. Right, you can see I'm going to install it on the Windows host. Right, click on this Windows host. On Windows machine I'm going to install. Okay, that's fine. This is going to be downloaded to the downloads folder. Okay, let it. It's a small software which is around 106 MB and all. It won't take much time, guys. Right, fine. So it was downloaded. Now next thing is you have to install, right? So before installing, go to this show in folder. Okay, so right click. Okay, always tries to open the exe files. You can see here, right? This is an exe file. Every software will have its own extension. Generally in the Windows machine, the extensions for any applications will be .exe. Okay, so always open the exe files or any applications with run as admin mode, run as administrator. Always use this option, guys. It will fix lot of issues. If you can directly double click on it, but you might face some errors in the future. To avoid those kind of errors and all, the simple solution is right click and always tries to open the application. Not only this Oracle VirtualBox, any application, like not like notepads, word documents, Excel sheets and all. That's okay, that will be fine. But any such kind of application like SQL Server related things, okay, or SQL Server related softwares, always tries to open with run as administrator mode, guys. Madhvi, have you seen any yes or no button? If you, I cannot see that button, just click on yes. If there is any such option, just click on yes.
Okay, sir.
Minimize all these things. Sometimes you can see, minimize all. Yeah, you can see, right? A computer is like blinking on the taskbar. Just click on it and click yes. Okay, done. Thank you. Right, let me open it again. Right, so this is how you can see, guys, Oracle VirtualBox setup file once you open that run as administrator mode. Next, okay, I cannot control your screen. Okay, Madhvi, click on next. Guys, we don't involve in installing the Oracle VirtualBox. Again, I told you, right, lot of teams will be there, and don't think whenever they are creating a SQL server, whenever they are trying to install a SQL server, every time they will install this Oracle VirtualBox. No, this setup is already, setup will be there. Simply we have to create the VM only, but we don't have such setup till now, right? So we are building it from the scratch. So don't think if they requested for any SQL server, again they will install the Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, again they will do all these things. No, Oracle VirtualBox is already installed in the organization. They will create a VM virtual machine and all. We don't have any Oracle VirtualBox, right? So I am building it from the beginning. Right, click on next, guys. So nothing to worry. This will be done by the Windows team. We don't involve in this kind of activities. So nothing to worry, guys. You can proceed next, install. Next, yes, install. You will get a pop-up during the installation. If you are getting any pop-up, there are two options, install and don't install option will be there. Network related pop-up, you will get it. Click on install button. Don't choose or what is that, install, don't install. Don't choose that don't install button. Just click on install button, guys. Sometimes you will get it, that pop-up during the installation. You will get one pop-up. Click on one installation button, install button will be there. Click on that button. Why it is taking time? What is your laptop RAM, Madhvi?
RAM 12 GB, sir.
12 GB.
Oh, sir.
Okay, then why it is taking this much time?
I don't know the reason, sir. It's my brother's laptop.
Okay, fine. Let it be. In the meantime, what I'll do is right. Finish. Click on finish. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, fine. Okay, let me go to the Zoom. Fine. Okay, so now you can minimize this window. Okay, so close this as well. Close this as well. Close this. Okay, so minimize that Google Chrome. Okay, so you're facing trouble. Okay, fine. So now can you see a shortcut will be created on your desktop once you install the Oracle VirtualBox. A shortcut will be created on your desktop. Can you see that shortcut? Just minimize this task manager or close it, no issues. If you close it also, no issues. Close it, close the task manager, we don't want. You are unable to close it. Do
Yes,
one
sir.
thing. On the taskbar, you can see taskbar, task manager, right? Computer, small computer kind of thing. Right click on it, you can close. You can see close window option. Okay, yes, done. That one. Right click. Done. Okay, fine. So on the desktop, can you see Oracle VirtualBox shortcut?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Okay, right click, run as administrator. You have to open with run as administrator mode. Right click, run as administrator. No double click. Close it. Right click, run as administrator mode. second, no. From the top, you can see sixth option, I guess. 1, 2, 3,
Yes, sir.
4, 5. Yeah, that one. Click on it. Yes. Okay, yes. Click on yes. Fine. So now you can see this is a Oracle VirtualBox Manager. This is a platform where we can manage the virtual machines. Okay, this is the platform where we can manage the virtual machines. So now I want to create a new virtual machine, right? So click on new button. You can see new, a kind of a star. Click on that new button. So when you're trying to create a new virtual machine, there are 4 fields actually: name, machine folder, type and version. Click on that version, last field. Yes. If you see here in the brackets, what you can see in the brackets,
32-bit.
all are 32-bit machines only. What is the problem? Why you are able to see only 32-bit machines? 32-bit machines are old machines, guys. Now we are not building 32-bit machines. We have to build 64-bit machines. Okay, if you go down also, you can see all 32-bit options only. There itself, you go down. If you go down, you can see all 32-bit options only. You don't see any 64-bit options. Why? Why? Because the Oracle virtualization, I told you right earlier, in the taskbar you have to check virtualization is enabled or disabled. That virtualization feature is disabled in this laptop. That's why you can see all 32-bit machines. If you enable it, then you can see 32-bit and 64-bit machines also. Is it clear, everyone?
Sir.
Any questions? Any questions, guys? Fine. Okay, so let me share my screen. You can stop sharing, Madhavi.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Right. So where is that? On my taskbar, on my desktop. Okay. So this is my Oracle VirtualBox Manager. Okay. Run as administrator. Always tries to open with run as administrator mode, guys. And again, these are all old machines. See, Madhavi don't see any machines. For Madhavi, it is empty, completely empty, right? For me, it is showing lot of machines. These are all last batch machines, guys. Last batch, previous batch machines are. These are all previous batches machines. Okay. So nothing to worry about it. So I'm going to delete it later. So if I click on new, this is the new. This is somewhat old version. Madhavi installed latest version. This is just somewhat old version. So if you click here, you can see, right, 64-bit, you can see 32-bit. So we have to always create a 64-bit machines. Before creating the machine, what I can do, let me show you how to enable the virtualization software. Okay, how to enable the virtualization. So generally I cannot show you the demo. Why? Because you have to restart the laptop. I will show you the pics, guys. Some photos I will show you how to enable virtualization in Windows 10. Go to images. You can go to videos also. You can see some videos will be there. They will record with the camera, okay, mobile phone. So you can just go to that video section also. You can see how to enable it. So to enable this virtualization software, generally you can see here like this. Okay, you have to go to boot settings. How to go to boot settings? Okay, you have to restart your laptop. Not now. Okay, after the class you have to restart your laptop. After restarting, before the laptop is coming online, you have to keep pressing either F2 button or F9 button or F10 button, depends upon your laptop company. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can Google it. If you are using Dell laptop, just check what is the boot key for Dell laptop. If you are using Lenovo laptop, just check what is the boot key for Lenovo laptop. Boot key. Okay, just check what is the boot key for Lenovo laptop. So either F2 or F9 or F10 will be there. So what you can do is just restart your laptop. Before coming it to online, keep pressing F9 or F10 or F2, depends upon the boot key. Don't press all the keys. Okay, so keep pressing that boot key, guys, so then it will go to the boot settings. So like this, you can see the boot settings will be like this. Your cursor won't work, your mouse won't work, only your up arrow, up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow only will work. Okay, so like this it will be a blue screen. So sometimes you can see under advanced tab, sometimes you can see under configuration tab, you can see Intel virtualization technology, Intel virtual technology, you can see enabled or disabled. So just use your down arrow, okay, just go to that particular option, hit enter. If it is disabled, just hit enter again, it will show you enable. Hit enter again, then it will be enabled. Then here, like this, here there is an option called F9, F10, save and exit. So once you enable that feature, you have to press F10, then that setting will be saved and it will be exit from the boot settings, and you will get the normal windows and all. Very simple. If you are facing any challenges, okay, just call back to me, I'll help you to enable the settings. Okay, you have to do a video call to me. Okay, fine guys, clear? So now what I'm going to tell you, I'll just create a virtual machine now. Okay, I don't install any Windows server. Why? Because it's already 9:16, so we have only 10 minutes or 15 minutes hardly time is there. So let's create a virtual machine now. In the evening session we'll install the Windows server, then SQL server, guys. Okay, fine. So what I can do, let me go to the Oracle VirtualBox software. So I'm going to delete some machines, guys. Again, I have a lot of machines, I'm deleting it. Please don't delete any machines from your side. Of course, you don't find any machines also. Okay, remove and delete all files. Okay, I don't want this. Next, remove, delete all files. Okay, batch 44, right click, Windows 11, Windows 2016. What else I can remove, guys? Windows 11 I tried, but it is not working. Windows 2016, okay, fine. Windows 2019, okay, let it be. Let me delete this batch 44. Okay, done. Okay, let it be. It will be there for the next for this complete batch. These machines will be there for the reference. Let me create a new machine. New, guys, while creating machines, what things we have to give, guys? What things we have to consider while creating a Windows machine? What are the prerequisites for Windows machine generally? What are the prerequisites for Windows machine? Prerequisites, guys. If you want to buy a laptop during this season sale, okay, festival sale and all, what things you are going to look into it? You want to buy one new laptop, so what and all things you will check it before buying?
Sir, RAM.
Processor, RAM.
Very good. Processor you will check, RAM you will check, and storage, right? SSD or hard disk, normal hard disk and all you will check, right? That means if you want a laptop, you should need this processor, you should need this RAM, you should need this storage and all. So these three are very, very important components. So in the same way, while creating a virtual machine, that is also a kind of a server, right? That is also kind of a server. So that is actually a server. So what are the prerequisites? So we have to give RAM, how much RAM you want. You have to give storage, how much storage you want. You have to choose the processor. Generally processor will take automatically, no need to give any processor. We have to give these two values. Sorry, and you have to give the machine name. Guys, whatever machine name you want to give, you have to give the machine name, and in which location you want to create a machine, guys. So what is the difference between a physical machine and a virtual machine? Right. So physical machines, as discussed, you can feel, you can touch, okay, you can see. That is a physical machine. Virtual machine, you can only feel it. Okay, virtual machine, you can only feel it, you cannot touch it. Right? Air, kind of air. Air you cannot see, you cannot touch. Of course, air will exist, should be existed, but you cannot see and all. Okay, so this is how generally it will be. Virtual machines will be created based on the physical machines, guys. So to create, of course, either virtual machine or physical machine, you should give RAM, you should give storage. That's very important. But from where you have to give? Virtual machine means you cannot directly get it from the air. You have to allocate some RAM, you have to allocate some CPU, you have to allocate some storage. From where? From your physical machine, from your physical laptop. You are going to create a virtual laptop. Okay, so while creating, sir, you are saying it's a virtual. I don't see, I cannot see, I cannot feel. I can feel it but I cannot touch it. So how much memory I want, can I add it? From where you are going to add it? From your physical machine only. So if you are having a big RAM, you can create more machines. If you are having a less RAM, you cannot create a more machines, you can create only less machines. In the same way, from your physical storage only you can give storage to the virtual machine. So if you are having more RAM and more storage, you can create more machines. If you are having less RAM, less storage, you can create less machines, guys. Based on this, if you increase the RAM, if you increase the storage, you can allocate more RAM to this virtual machines and all, guys. Is it clear? So based on your physical machine, we can create a virtual machines. Fine. So here in my physical laptop, I am creating one virtual laptop, guys. So this is how you have to do that. Click on new. You have to give the name of the machine, right? I'll give name of the machine as batch 46. Where I am going to save this file. This virtual machine will save it as a file, guys. In which location you will save it? Okay, in which location you will save it? Generally here you can see this PC. Okay, let me resume it. So now you can see there are 3 drives. So now I want to create a virtual machine with what is that? Yes, okay, I want to create a virtual machine with a 2 GB RAM. It's enough for me. And 25 GB storage, guys. 2 GB RAM and 25 GB storage. CPU it will take automatically from the physical machine. So 2 GB RAM and 25 GB storage, right? 25 GB or 30 GB, whatever you want, you can give it based on the free space in your laptop. I'll give 25 GB, that's fine for me, that's enough for me, for us. So here the machine folder, in which folder you are creating this file, from that folder it will take 25 GB, guys. Means now whenever you are creating a virtual machine, it will create the machine in the form of a file. In which folder, in which drive you are storing that file, okay, it will take 25 GB from that drive. So now tell me in which folder I can create, in which drive, I'm sorry, in which drive I can choose, guys. Which drive I can choose to create this machine? I want 25 GB. So in which drive 25 GB free space is there?
Yes.
DRE.
Yeah. Either I can choose D drive or I can choose E drive, right? Here 114, here 40 GB. So we can see more GB is there, right? More storage is there. So I'll choose E drive. The E drive. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one folder. Control Shift N is the shortcut. Control plus Shift plus N is the shortcut. Okay, batch 46 folder I'll create. Batch 46 VMs. Okay, and select the folder. So here I am going to create my VM. Automatically 25 GB. Sir, you haven't gave any value, right? So how you are saying 25 GB? Next screen I'll give 25 GB. So it will create a file in this C drive. So it will use that E drive free space, guys. Of course, I'm going to install Microsoft Windows only. I'll install Windows Server 2012, guys. Windows Server 2012 64-bit you have to choose. Next, RAM, I told you, right? You can choose RAM here. See, I'm having 12 GB RAM. You can see 12,288 RAM. Out of this 12 GB, I'm giving 2 GB. Fine, 2 GB is enough. Okay, I'm just giving 2 GB. If you want to give 3 GB, 3072 value you have to give. If you want to give 4 GB, you can give 4096 value. Okay, you can also give 4000, no issues, but 4 GB complete means 4096. I'll explain about it. GB, KB, okay, what is that, PB, everything I'll explain, TB and all. So currently I'm giving 2048 MB. Right, next, someone messaged me, who is that? Is there any specific requirement for virtual machine RAM and storage, and this selection have any effect to access it? Depends. See, for example, you are a biryani lover, Muzakir. Okay, so you want to eat biryani. Okay, so now, of course, you and me, biryani lovers only. So if I got this what is that alpha biryani? What is that, guys? What is that biryani? Famous biryani from Hyderabad. Tell me, guys.
Paradise.
Paradise. Very good. Okay, Paradise. Okay, so Paradise biryani is a very famous biryani. So I want to eat that Paradise biryani. So generally, if it is a biryani, if it is like, if I like that food, will eat more, right? So you are just giving a spoon of biryani. How it will be? Tell me. So depends upon the requirement of the machine, how much RAM you want to give, how much storage you want to give. If it is a very big machine and all, you have to give big RAM, you have to choose extra RAM, you have to choose extra storage and all. But that's okay. I'm sufficient with one spoon of biryani. I am in doubt. Sorry, I am in diet. So I'm okay with one spoon of biryani means that's okay. Okay, you can just taste it. So it depends upon your requirement. If you want to eat more, you have to take the full biryani. If you want to eat less, you have to take the less quantity and all, you can take it. So in the same way, depends upon your requirement, you can give the RAM, you can give the storage. If you are not using it for the business purpose and all, you can create a machine with less RAM, 2 GB RAM, 25 GB storage. But imagine, generally in the organization, we don't create 2 GB RAM, 25 GB storage machines. We'll create 32 GB RAM, 64 GB RAM, 2 terabytes machines, 4 terabytes machines. Why? Because there is a need. So whenever there is a need, you can create a big machine. If there is a less requirement, you have to create a small machine and all. Fine, Muzakir. So as we are having a limited resources, that's why I'm giving 2 GB RAM, 25 GB storage. But in the organization, we'll give lot of 64 GB, 128 GB RAM, 2 terabytes, 4 terabytes machines and all. We are going to create it. We don't have that much RAM, we don't have that much storage, right? So I'm creating a machine with smaller size. Create a virtual disk.
While selecting the version, suppose we selected Windows 7.
Okay.
Can we install a Windows Server?
Yes. Very good.
2002?
Yes, the one which you selected now here, it will simply create an icon, guys. See, if you choose Windows 7, it will create a Windows 7 icon. That's it. Only to see the icons. But you can choose different OS here and you can install a different OS. Not an issue. Only for the icon you have to choose here. Okay.
Sir, can we do this in 32-bit also, sir?
No, don't do it. 32-bit machines are old machines. You cannot install on 32-bit machines. You cannot install 64-bit SQL servers. There is no 32-bit SQL servers nowadays. Okay, you should select 64-bit only. There is no 32-bit option.
Okay,
you can
sir.
see 32-bit, but don't use that option. Okay, you have to use 64-bit only. Next, RAM. Next, create a virtual hard disk now. Create. And again, this will be done by the Windows team. Nothing to worry if you don't understand anything. Okay, nothing to worry at all. You should know the things. It's good to have knowledge, but nothing to worry if you don't understand. And the virtual disk file will be like VDI file format. VDI, keep it as it is. The virtual disk, the one which I am giving, I am going to give 25 GB storage, right? So that 25 GB, how you are going to utilize? If you choose dynamically allocated, it will use whenever there is a need. If you see up to 25 GB, it will use, guys. But whenever there is a need, then only it will use from 25 GB. Okay, say for example, if I gave you 25 rupees, how much you want, you can spend that much only. Remaining amount you can save it generally. Okay, if you choose a fixed size, you are spending the whole 25 rupees. Okay, even though there is a need or there is no need, you are simply spending the whole 25 rupees, which is not good. Choose dynamically allocated. How much you need, that much only it will take from the 25 GB. The max cap is 25 GB. Okay, dynamically allocated means how much there is a need, that much only it will take from my E drive 114 GB E drive. Okay, so simply if you don't understand, select dynamically allocated. It will be helpful when compared to fixed size. Right. Here you can give the size of the machine. You can give any size, guys. Again, there is no limitation. Okay, you can give any size. But the thing is, see here, there is a limitation 2 TB. Why? My laptop will support up to 2 TB. So you can give up to 2 TB. Of course, if you're having free space. I don't have much free space, right? So I'm just giving 25 GB. I'm just giving 25 GB. So it is going to store in this folder, guys. That file will be stored in this folder. That's it. Create. In this way, you can create a virtual machine. I just created a virtual machine, guys. I haven't done anything. I haven't installed any operating system. Just created a bare metal. Nothing is there in that. After this, once you bought the new laptop, if you go to showroom and if you bought the new laptop, what they are going to do, guys? They will install the operating system, right? So once this machine is created, we have to install the operating system. That will be discussed in the evening class. This is the final demo class, guys. There are no more demo classes. Wait a minute. Okay, don't leave. I'm going to share you the link, guys. So this is very important for me. So what you can do, I'm going to share you this link. Use this link. This is a Google Forms link that was posted in the chat. Open that link. Okay, type your name, your phone number, your what is that, email ID. So I need this information to send the softwares and all. Please fill it. And this is the final demo class. If you want to continue, okay, you have to contact me directly to my WhatsApp number, or you can call to me. And from then onwards, those who contacted me by evening, okay, so for them only I'll share a separate meeting link for today's evening class, and then we'll connect, okay, in that meeting. So this is the final demo class. If anyone attended, if anyone's like attended today is the first class for them, okay, just ping me in the WhatsApp. I'm going to share the meeting link again, the separate meeting link. Demo classes are completed. Again, I'm saying demo classes are completed. If you want to continue, please ping me in the WhatsApp. Then I will share the new meeting link for the evening's class, guys. Okay, and please fill this sheet. This is very important for me. I'm waiting for it. You can fill it. You can drop from the. I mean, like you can leave. Okay, once the form is completed, you can leave it. Just three columns: name, phone number, email ID. That's it. It don't take much time. Hardly 1 minute. Just fill it, and that's it for now. You can, once the form is filled, you can skip, guys. You can go. Yes, of course, Anwar, you can ask the questions. No issues at all. We will be learning Azure DBA. Do we have any notes or any document or PDF or any book we will be training? No, actually, Azure DBA in the first class I told you. Of course, you are not there. So Azure DBA is complementary. Okay. So Azure DBA is complementary, means it's an add-on. That means it's on my wish. Whether I have to take Azure DBA classes or not, it's completely on my wish. Depends upon the availability, depends upon the requirement. I might take classes on Azure DBA. That's what. Initially, don't think this is an Azure DBA class. It depends upon the requirement. By that time, if I have an availability and all, I am going to teach Azure SQL DBA, but not completely. At least I'll give you some knowledge. I'll share some knowledge on Azure SQL DBA. T-SQL, I don't touch it. T-SQL comes under development. Okay, so development and all, I don't touch it. T-SQL is a separate course. So generally, those who want to try as a developers, generally, of course, I'll teach T-SQL, basic T-SQL I'll teach, guys. How to create a table, how to insert values in the table, how to read the table, how to apply the filters, how to apply the where conditions, okay, how to pull the data. Basic T-SQL I'll show you. I'll teach you, guys. Advanced T-SQL and all I don't teach in these classes. Why? Because this is a DBA class where T-SQL is not needed that much. Any other questions, Anwar? So once you fill that form, you can leave, guys. Okay, we'll meet again in the evening.
No, sir.
Are you providing any material after? Yes, of course, Kachina, I'll provide the material. Okay, so for every topic, material will be there. Topic wise material will be there. I'm going to share with you. Any other questions, guys?
Sir, if you are attending this evening class, should we do the process you have done here now, sir?
Which process?
The virtual machine, sir. Virtual.
No, see, that's your wish. If you are following my classes, you can complete it. Of course, I'm going to upload these recordings now. Okay, so watch the recordings, and of course you can install it and you can configure your laptop. It's not mandatory, but it's good that if you are in with me, if you are practicing with me. Okay,
Okay, sir. Sir, I have 32 bits, sir. I don't have 64 bit.
that's
What should
what
I do, sir?
that's what I said. What is the solution for that? We have already discussed. If you
Okay,
are
sir.
able to see only 32 bit, what is the problem? Can anyone tell me, guys? He is able to see only 32 bit. What is the problem in his laptop? Sorry?
You need to make it enable.
Virtualization is disabled.
Okay,
Virtualization
sir.
is disabled. You have to enable it. How to enable? I just shown you just now.
Yes, sir. I got it, sir. F12 and all.
You
I
have to
got it.
enable and you can see the 64 bit. Okay, and then you can
Okay, sir.
practice it. Any other questions, please?
Sir, can we do this on Hyper-V?
You can do that, but the thing is, all the settings I'll teach you in the Oracle VirtualBox. If you are good in Hyper-V, you can do that. If you are good in virtual VMware, you can do that, no issues. But our course is completely on the Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, if any settings are there, I'll show you in the Oracle VirtualBox. Sir, I'm doing it on Hyper-V, I'm not getting this setting, means even I don't know Hyper-V and VMware. Okay, you can do that. You can do either on VMware, Hyper-V, Oracle VirtualBox, but I'll prefer Oracle VirtualBox.
Sir, by evening we have to install this VMware.
Not, that's what I said. It's your wish. If you want to practice with me, okay. If you want to like up to date, if you want to be up to date, then you have to install it. Otherwise, if you want to like skip it again, you will miss the things. It's good to install Oracle VirtualBox by evening. So why we are using Windows Server, not 2012? Okay, so why Anwar? Because I don't have Windows Server 2019 free edition. I have Windows Server 2012 free edition. So if you are having Windows Server 2019 free edition, send it to me. I'll use Windows 2019 only. Or you can buy for me, okay, as a gift. It will be cost you around $8,000 only. You can buy for me and you can give it to me. That from the next class, from this class itself, I am going to use Windows Server 2019. Okay, Anwar, fine. Just kidding. Okay, so I don't have 2019 licensed version. I'm having only 2012 licensed version. Okay, that's why I'm using 2012. Any other questions? No questions. So how about 6 months evaluation? No, you don't get complete features, Anwar, in this and evaluation. Okay, you don't get complete features. We have to configure clustering and all. Clustering and all won't support in the evaluation edition. Okay, that's why we don't use that evaluation edition. We have to use standard or developer or enterprise. Any other questions? No hurry,
Sir,
guys. You can ask me. No problem. Yes.
when we are working in an organization, do we will have the virtual machine downloaded in our system?
No. Cannot do that in the organization laptops and all. You have to practice in
No,
your personal laptops only. Yes.
yeah, I'm asking if when we are working in an organization, will that virtual box in our system or in
Why?
another
No,
systems
no,
like
no,
Sir?
no. Good question. Good question. But that's what I said. See, for example, you got a new job. Okay. So
Yeah,
this server should be available 24/7, right? So
yeah,
what is your name?
Shahana.
Shahana. Okay, Shahana will come once she came into the organization. I'll create a virtual machines in her laptop. No, these are centralized resources. Already people are working on the servers, right?
Okay, okay.
Did they wait for Shahana to come and to create the virtual machines? Okay. So already
Okay,
setup
okay.
will be there. So we have to access
So
the
we want to
existing.
access Shahana.
Correct, correct. As we don't have setup in our laptop, we are building it from the scratch.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions, please? Okay. See, no more questions. 14 people are there. I got only, guys, 11 responses. Only 11 or 12 people. 12 people fill that sheet, guys. Please fill it. It's very important. Okay. See, filling that sheet means that doesn't mean that you are enrolled to you are enrolled to this course. Okay. So if you are interested, you can just ping me in the WhatsApp. Okay, no issues. And I'll just make a note of all the contacts. Okay, for future reference and all. And of course, okay, I'm going to share the softwares and all those who enrolled for the course. So please complete that sheet, guys. Okay. So in case if anyone is pending, please please fill that sheet, and then you can drop.
Sir,
Yes, please.
yesterday you have give me an assignment. Upcoming SQL Server
Yes, yes,
version,
yes.
upcoming Windows version.
Yeah, what is the answer?
Upcoming SQL Server version is 2022. Upcoming Windows version is 2024. Is it correct or not, sir?
Is it? Upcoming SQL Server is 2022 only. That's true. Okay. That yesterday
Windows
itself
version.
yesterday itself I just shown you that is the 2022 upcoming.
Yes,
Windows
sir.
Windows Server version you have to check it.
Okay, sir. 2024 and Google లో సెర్చ్ చేశాను అది వచ్చింది అది కరెక్ట్ రాంగ్
Okay, we'll see. I'll tell you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? Thank you for the assignment.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Any other questions, please? No questions. And please subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm uploading the videos. You will get the notification. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay.
So like how will be the environment in the organizations? Like how will access the SQL server? They will provide the same environments.
It will take time. Okay. So slowly I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? 13 people. Why people are hesitating to fill the sheet? I'm trying to fill Google form, but I can't. What happened, Silaka? What error you are getting?
It's not opening, sir.
It's not opening. Okay. Do one thing. Just ping me in the WhatsApp. I hope you have my number, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Just ping me in the WhatsApp. The same information. I'll copy paste it from WhatsApp.
Yeah, okay.
That's it, guys. Then we'll meet in the evening. Okay. So we'll discuss the Windows Server installation and SQL Server installation. Thank you, guys. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day. You don't get biryani today, okay? Today is October 2nd, right? Gandhi Jayanti.
Okay, sir.
You will get
Thank you,
biryani, but not non-veg. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, good day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Good day.